Hi, so I'm doing a very different video for the channel. As you can see, I'm not a slob this time, and there's editing involved. So I've been trying to make a dress form for myself. So I've tried making the duct tape ones that have been going around. I've tried that a couple of times and it hasn't really worked. So after hearing about a Bootstrap pattern where you can go in, put your measurements in there and sort of pick your shape, I did that. I went online and put in an order and I got the pattern, PDF pattern, probably about the next day, and I printed it out, stuck it together. There was about 32 sheets to stick together, and then I did the following. So this video was originally supposed to be like a tutorial, not a tutorial, but like a followed steps kind of video, but I missed videoing quite a few steps, so it's just a very amateur learning how to do this type video, but I hope it inspires people or people enjoy it. So here we go. After pinning the pattern to the fabric and cutting the pieces out, make sure to notch where the pattern says to notch. Here I am pinning the back pieces together, right sides facing. These are the cups, just showing you the different markings. I actually had to seam rip the cups after recording this because I had pinned and sewn the wrong markings together. Here I'm going back and actually putting in the different marks, the T mark and the little triangles that are on the pattern. I didn't do this when I cut out the pattern. I very rarely use patterns, board or otherwise. I usually just drape things or use clothes I already have to make more of those clothes. I found out it is important to make all the markings. Here I'm pinning the cups to the lower front panels. I have sewed all along the side seams. They've basted around the arms, and I've connected the two front panels. I've sewn along the shoulders and basted around the neck. Unfortunately, the biggest issue I had with this pattern was the covers for the arms and neck were too big, even following the pattern pieces. Here you can see that there's quite a big of gap. I just cut it down until it fit. Here I'm pinning the interlining or the stabilizing material and hand sewing along the pins. You could probably do it by machine, but I prefer hand sewing and felt it would be easier. I just used a running back stitch. I sewed the pipe sleeve off camera and attached the front inner support and the back inner support to the pipe cover. I then went through and stay stitched the front inner and back inner along vertical lines. The instructions got a bit weird for me. It said to start pinning the inner support center back seam to the front cover center seam, making sure that both pieces are open flat seams facing each other. Found this a bit tricky to sew. First one I did both sides of the seam, but couldn't for the second one. Here I've attached the base support cover to the dress form cover. I missed a few steps recording, but here I've put in the neck and arm cardboard and attached the zipper to the base support. Again, I found that the base support pieces were a little bit too big. I ended up just folding each side of the zipper a little bit. And here it is finished. I stuffed it with a mixture of cabbage, scraps of material, and poly filler.